Good evening. I am Professor Seamus Killian McCracken. This is the name I choose to identify with. Why, you ask? 2 years ago, I was asked during the question and answer portion of my lecture on the quantum mechanical structures of cheap red lipstick and its complexity of application processes. What letter do I identify with? And why? I looked at him. I simply replied, "Oh, my little assumptive young twit. Why would anyone identify with just one letter when they could have the whole bloody name? It just so happens you caught me on a day of creative transition, I'm afraid. However, you may address me as return to sender, as most of my acquaintances do. I created Rights to Know as the first in a series of instructional videos of the required areas of training mandated by the state of Ohio and the State Board of Developmental Disabilities. 30 years of wisdom and knowledge created this unique series of instruction, rather than cookie-cutter ideology or textbook definitions. Honesty, the training materials that are available aren't keeping the attention and focus of the employee. I teach weekly orientation, yes, using the same standard training materials. However, the presentation delivery is the most important. Yes, I'm inappropriate, and yes, I'm unprofessional. Does someone get offended? Sometimes. Define professional. It's an expectation of how one must carry themselves and behave in a professional setting. Actually, it's presenting something that most people are not. It's a facade. It's a false pretense. For myself, I can only be who I am. My purpose in life is not in what I do. My purpose in life is in who I am. Therefore, my creativity flows freely, without restraint, outside of sociological boxes. I utilize color, a bit of humor, created characters that have individual personality. The standard of business professional presentations are dull, boring, and require a pillow. Technology, unfortunately, is the biggest culprit. Internet, smartphones, computers have the focus and the attention. If you notice, it doesn't matter if you're in class, meeting, or training, just look around the room. What do you see? I present a realistic, honest approach of the subject matter while providing visual stimulation with comprehensive information and entertainment. Somewhat mild, I must say. A slow introduction of sorts. My goal and purpose is to grab the attention while shifting focus for 30 minutes. With Apple, Samsung, and social media being the competitors, you must think outside the box. Then again, if you're presenting typical, same old content and style, you're in a box of preconceived notions of the who, what, and how, based on some perception of others' expectations. You've lost the room the moment you push play. I don't mean to be rude, however, I'm just being honest.